Hey, shalom at this time. May the peace of Yah come upon you and let obey him, family. I'm going to finish off Deuteronomy chapter 4 this time, brothers and sisters. It's very important that you get this. Go back and rehearse 1 and 2. It's very important, brothers, so that we get the knowledge and how Yah showed our people in the midst of fire when it came down to the Mount Horeb and showed us his words and gave us his word through his audible voice. That no other nation ever heard his voice of our nation, brothers and sisters, at that time. And made all these promises and gave the Moshe to teach us his Torah, his laws, and told us to teach this to our children as well. And told us to guard his ways, and each individual guard their way. And keeping the Torah of Yah, being obedience to Yah. But our ancestors forsook the ways of Yah, and that's why our ancestors got put out of the kingdom of Yah and scattered to all nations. And this is where we stand today and say, but it's going to come the time, read part 2, see part 2, that we will start seeking Yah again and return to him with all our heart. So we got to turn to him with all our heart and mind to be delivered. With that, I'm going to pick up right now in verse 39 of chapter 4. So give me a minute and get close, draw a close up on it real quick. Okay, 39, chapter 4 of Deuteronomy, Devarim. In verse 39, it says, and you should know today and shall recall to your heart that Yah himself is your Barah. They got Elohim, but it's Barah, our creator, in the heavens above and on the earth beneath. There's none else. And you should guard his laws. So we got a God. See right here, say God protect, keep his laws and his commands, which I command you today, so that it is well with you and with your children after you, so that you prolong your days on the soil which Yah, your Barah, is giving you for all time. See, in the soil, on the land. And then Moshe separated 3 cities beyond the Jordan toward the rising of the sun, for a manslayer to flee there. He unknowingly murdered his neighbor. See, without having hating him in the time past, and might flee. That's what they call the refuge cities, or might flee to one of these cities and live. It's a better in the wilderness. Beaster in the wilderness in the level land. And for the Reubenites and Ramoth in Gilead for the Gadites. And Golan in Bashan for Manassites. And this is the Torah which Moshe set before the children of Yashael, Yah, they got Israel. These are the witnesses and the laws and the right rulings which Moshe spoke to the children of Yashael after they came out of Mizraim and beyond the Jordan in the valley opposite of Beit Peor in the land of Shihon, sovereign of the Amorites, who dwelt at Heshbon, whom Moshe and the children of Yashael had stricken after they came out of Mizraim. See right here? They stricken the Amorites. See, right there. Remember what y'all said? So let's get that real quick. I can't get it in the let's see. No, I ain't got this translation. Let me see, do I have it? Genesis 15. I want to show you something. Genesis 15 in right here. As you read this, you will know this. And you learn this. You got to read it all, brothers and sisters. It's very important right here. Let me get to the point. Genesis 15:13. He said, I dropped my pen. I'm trying to, no, don't worry about my pen. Let me see right here. I'm going to use my finger. And he said to Abram, know for certain that your seed are to be sojourners in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 40 years. But the nation whom they serve I am going to judge, and I will let them come out with great possessions. And now as for you, you are to go to your father in peace, and you are to be buried at a great old age. And so then in the fourth generation they shall return here, for the corruption of the Amorites is not yet completed. You see that, brothers and sisters? So right then, the fourth generation, when they return here, the time was ready for y'all to punish right here, what we just saw right here. Let's get it right here. See right here, it said the Amorites. It said, Solomon of the Amorites who dwelt at Heshbon, whom Moshe and the children of Yashael stricken after they came out of Mizraim, just like y'all said. See, they was ready for punishment, and they took possession of his land. See, and the land of the all. See, they took possession of the Amorites' land, the Solomon Amorites, because they're ready for the punishment. They took possession of all, the sovereign of Bashan, and two sovereigns of the Amorites. See, who were beyond the Jordan towards the rising of the sun, from Aurora, which is on the bank of Wadi Arnon, even to the Mount Shahan, which is Hermon, and all the desert plain beyond the Jordan, as far as the sea of the Arabah, below the slopes of Pisgah. See right there? So see, these are the things we got to know, brother. These are the things we got to meditate on. This alleviate all the confusion. All in the confusion, people talk about 1619 to 2019. That's all false, brothers and sisters. This ain't got nothing to do with no 40 years. But I just showed you. The Amorites that our people came back and did and supplanted our brother and sister was fulfillment of what y'all said in Genesis 15:13, brothers and sisters. See, these are things we got to know and rehearse, because a lot of people don't understand. I don't understand. I can't see. Regardless if you can't see the 40 years of captivity and punishment in Mizraim, that's your fault. You can't see that. It wasn't given to you to see at that time because you're not humble to Yah, but it's dead. Brothers and sisters, when you put all this together, you will see this plain and simple. And we've been scattered out all into the earth, brothers and sisters, into multiple lands. And now we got to come together again. And y'all showed us when this word of his come back together and to back upon us. So now y'all word is returned to us. Many prophets talk about these things, brothers and sisters. It's the spirit, the words of Yah is the spirit, the knowledge of Yah. Read Ezekiel chapter 37 with that I say Torah Yah.